Hi everyone, I'm Igor. I've traded binary options for 11 years. Today I'll show my session with broker Quotex. We'll trade support and resistance levels, 5-minute expiration, betting $25. Let's start analyzing the current market situation and see where we can open some trades. Euro-Japanese yen, I'll open a trade for an increase. Support zone, local minimum, although no, it's not a local minimum here anymore. Let's take a look. No, it is not a local price minimum, but we still have a significant support zone here. If I had started trading a bit earlier, the entry point would have been much more favorable. Now we've opened basically somewhere on the edge of the support zone, but I hope the price goes higher and the trade closes well. US dollar, Canadian dollar, I'll also open a trade for an increase here. We have a support zone, there are price reversals from this zone, and basically everything should work out fine. We'll wait for the price to move upward. Euro dollar. Most likely we'll be opening a trade for a decrease. Yes, I'll open a trade for a decrease. We have a resistance zone. There's a zone where we can open a trade. And we previously had a sideways channel right in this zone. The lower boundary of this sideways channel happens to be our entry point. The price broke through this zone and returned sharply. Well, basically, if you look at the higher time frames, then these two candles will eventually look like a classic pin bar pattern, meaning you have a small candle body at the very bottom and a significantly large shadow on the top. I think even if you look on the 30-minute chart, yes, you can clearly see it right there, that the price movement is already starting to reverse. British pound US dollar, I'll also open a trade for a decrease. The price is also in a resistance zone, and it's roughly the same situation as with the euro dollar, meaning a pin bar is already forming. There's a small candle with a significant upper shadow on top, which is a clear reversal pattern indicating to us that the price will potentially continue to move lower. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, I'll open a trade for an increase. Support zone. The zone is also clearly visible, there are price reversals from it, and there's a high probability now that the price will go higher. Australian dollar, US dollar, I'll also open a trade for a decrease here. The price is in a resistance zone, there are price reversals. Quite sharp in some places, mind you, this is a 5-minute chart. And basically that's all for now. 6 trades are open. Let's see what's actually happening in the market. Euro yen is staying flat. I won't do anything for now. I'll duplicate the US dollar, Canadian dollar, maybe the euro dollar too. Yes, let's duplicate that as well. British pound dollar is slightly in the green for now. Canadian dollar yen is slightly in the green, and Australian dollar US dollar is also slightly in the green. Basically, I'll duplicate the euro yen as well. The price is flat. I'll just extend the trade time, or rather, the situation. That's it, 9 trades are open, we'll wait for the actual results. The first euro-yen trade closes in the red, the price dropped very sharply in just 5 seconds, breaking through both entry points. Well then, the first trade is in the red. Okay, let's lock that in and see what happens next. US dollar, Canadian dollar. The first trade will also close at a loss. The price isn't rising yet. Upward. In 20 seconds, the lower trade on the euro dollar will be closing. There's a chance, but we'll see. If the price continues to drop, then everything will be fine. The question is whether the price drop will continue. 3 seconds left, but it looks like a loss. Or a win? No, it's a win after all. The price jumped in the final seconds, the trade closes in profit. So far, only 2 trades are in the red out of 9 open ones. Well, everything else is looking more or less okay. British pound, US dollar, everything is looking good here too. 1 second and the trade closes in the green. Currently 1 trade is at a loss, that's the US dollar, Canadian dollar. The price here is very close to the entry point, and that's probably the only trade that might close at a loss right now. Canadian dollar and Japanese yen, we have 8 seconds. The price has been in the profit zone the whole time. The outlook here is very good. Oh, and here's the Australian dollar, US dollar. It might also fail at the end. Canadian dollar, Japanese yen, closes in the green, everything's fine here, and 13 seconds left on the Australian dollar, US dollar. Let's wait, but it looks like it'll be a loss. Yes, the trade closes at a loss, the third one in the red. Well, we should end up in profit. That's most likely how it will go. Yes, the trades are about to close now. US dollar, Canadian dollar, the second trade should close in profit. Just 3 seconds, yes, and the trade closes. Everything's fine here. Euro-dollar will also close in profit. The price has dropped significantly. Both trades here closed in profit, by the way, which allowed us to make money today, and 9 seconds remain on the euro-yen. Everything is great here as well. Even though the first trade closed at a loss, the second one is closing strongly in profit. In total, we have 6 winning trades and 3 losing trades. I ended up slightly in profit, and basically that's enough for now. If you're interested in learning how I find the entry points on a clean chart using support and resistance levels, then you'll find links to educational materials on my website in the description of this video. Everything is free and publicly available, no registration required, just follow the link, read, and improve your trading skills. That's all from me, friends. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and leave your comments. Happy trading to everyone, and goodbye.